What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Gakis, and today we've got some brand spanking new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, revealing official information. As you can tell right here, I'm in the middle of my Borderlands 4 livestream, twitch.tv/KakisHD. I hope you stop on by anytime you see this, guys. But let's take a look at the brand new news. First things first, what's been going on this week in Destiny 2? Well, it's not been great. The Ash and Iron major update came out, and the community overall was not happy. Yesterday I put out kind of a rant video just talking about the situation. There's really only one activity to play. That activity is kind of mid. A lot of the cooler stuff like the exotic mission is gate-kept until later. So community sentiment is not good. Not good, so keep that in mind when we check out the weekly update. So, first of all, power and progression, buffs and fixes. When Ash and Iron went live earlier this week, many of you hit the new expected power band of 450. Yeah, that was a big complaint. It started to fall off. We agree. We are planning a series of fixes to make earning power from 450 plus more in line with expectations, as well as to improve how earning power and rewards feel for all players. We're prioritizing these fixes as soon as possible. So this is very strange. Like, I thought it would be getting all the way to 500 would be the equivalent of getting to 400. Now, with this update, people discovered that as soon as you get to 450, it slows right down. And then Bungie tweeted that leveling is broken. And so now they're saying things are out of expectation. Like, is it glitched? Is it broken? Was this intended? Like, who knows? But here's what's changing. First off, climbing from 450 to 500 needs to be better. In fact, we want to make the power climb better in general. So we're not focused on the 450 to 500 band. This upcoming ULP, LUP is just the first step. We want to help smooth the journey from 400 to 500. So here's specifically what they're saying. The live update reward adjustment. A plus grades now grant +2. A grades grant +2. B plus grades 1, B grades 1, C grades are your power level. And this is the platinum rating. So this is, again, 450 to 500. Honestly, that's pretty good. People are really chasing those A's anyways. So having that going from right now it's +1 going to +2, that's a good change. Gold, this is 400 to 450. B grades now grant +1 power, where I guess before they didn't. Silver to 400. C plus will now grant +1 power. Honestly, Bungie, I don't think this matters pretty much at all. Everyone is chasing A grades, and in my opinion, it should be higher powers. It should be +1 power at the higher grades. Add an A tier so you level up faster. That's what I think. On top of these changes, we also want to fix scores associated with the associated grades. Changes will relieve the pressure on getting higher scores. So it's going to be easier to get those A plus A grades as well. Live update scoring changes, reducing the number of modifiers needed to reach the score forecast. Note, how much this helps with your score forecast depends on where you are in the power climb, granting everyone the featured gear score bonus by default. So we will post on our D2 team accounts when it's live. We're targeting this to ship by the end of the week, but we may need to delay depending on validation efforts. As mentioned, this live update is the first step. Okay, if they can get this out before the Tuesday weekly reset, that is good. This platinum change here, I think is probably the most important change, and yeah, I think that's going to be good. I think that's going to be good. Tuesday, September 16th. First of all, we're making changes to Prime Engrams. All power bands, players will have a chance for a Prime Engram drop per portal activity completion reward. Right now, if you beat an activity with 3 extra drops, it doesn't matter. You just have 1 chance to get your Prime. Now, for each of those bonus 3 drops, you have like another chance to get a Prime. And from 450 to 500, power increased to +3, and it was +2 after the update. Next, we're increasing the number of drops for many activities in Fireteam Ops. Here's the full thing. You can see, I'm not going to go over like every single one of these, but here are the changes. So it's 2 for most of those things. Onslaught is now 4 and 5. All expeditions is 2. Contest of Elders going from 3 to 4. I mean, these are good, but like to draw people away from solo ops, this stuff is going to need to be like a 3. Definitely a step in the right direction. That's a lot of activities that are getting outright better. Next, we've heard some timers in the recently added portal activities are too low. We're increasing this. So the bonus timers in Avalon and Presage exotic missions, they're just changing those. Additional changes coming in Ash and Iron. They say, finally, we've been hearing feedback that Reclaim feels undertuned. We're looking into this along with reports that other timers that may need adjustment as our planned live update goes into effect. and the additional improvements go live next week. We will continue to monitor the feedback and make adjustments. Now back to the regularly scheduled programming. So all of that was like Oopsie! People hate the game. This I'm really confused. Why did Bungie tweet that leveling was broken? The way that they're talking now is that, like, it was intended and they made a mistake. Dude, if you make these changes that everyone hates so much and you backtrack in literally days, stop making the changes, dude. Okay, so back to the rest of the TWAB. The Renegades Vidoc launches December 2nd. It does look sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as much as I'm being a hater right now, I'm super excited to use a lightsaber, to use, like, you can see, like, the Mandalorian rifle is here and stuff. I'm super excited for that, dude. That looks sick. Ashen Iron is here. This, not so much. A lot of cool stuff coming, as I talked about earlier, but right now, I'm playing Borderlands 4 right now, and I'm not gonna hop back on Destiny 2 probably the entire weekend, if I'm being for real. Plaguelands, check in with Devrim K and the EDZ. Why? There's nothing unique he has that isn't available in the portal. Okay. Ashen Iron brought several updates to the portal. Like, here we go, here's the interesting stuff. Like expeditions and Season of Plunder, 2 more strikes, exotic missions, and dungeon layers. More content will be coming in the next few weeks. Upcoming epic version of the Desert Perpetual Raid on September 27th, and the exotic mission on October 7th. Festival of the Lost will be back not much later on October 21st, with a new 6-player activity to earn exclusive weapons. At last, we have Call to Arms starting November 11th, which will prepare Guardians for Destiny 2 Renegades coming December 2nd. These actually look good. I'm gonna be for real. A new exotic mission for free, giving a really sick axe. That looks cool. Festival of the Lost, 6-player activity. The weapons look very cool. The armor sets are sick. I'm excited about that. The problem, again, that I've mainly had is just that at launch, there's not enough content. I'm excited for a lot of this stuff coming. Future sandbox tuning. Here we go. Here's what's happening. This is coming on October 7th. So this will arrive on the same day that the new exotic mission. A new passive trait? On just forever? Okay. 10% bonus to passive grenade energy regeneration. 5% additive bonus to grenade damage. Benefit halved in PvP. Is this just like all warlocks get this all the time? The following warlock constructs now count as grenades for stats and perks, and it's all the friends, right? All the turrets, Bleak Watcher. This is awesome. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, this is very, very exciting. Passive warlock trait, like, are we really gonna distinguish the different characters this much? We're like, maybe, I wonder if we'll see in a sec, but like Titan and Hunter get like these passive traits that uniquely they have, and Warlock is like the grenade class. Very interesting way to go in development. Kind of excited for it, honestly. And hey, getting like your Ionic Sentry doing 65% more damage if you have 200 grenade, that could actually be sick. Chaos Accelerant now grants 2 grenade charges. That's really good, actually, too. Scatter Grenade. Charge Grenade now creates 4 more Seekers. They've increased the charge grenade seeker damage versus combatants by 25%, improved charge grenade tracking versus combatants, increased charge seeker lifetime. Massive buffs for that. Axiom Bolt, charge grenade now detonates twice, increased the charge projectile damage versus combatants by 25%, reduced projectile speed when tracking enemy players by 40%. The Vortex Grenade now repeatedly pulls enemies into it when charged. Pull against players is reduced over time. Spike Grenade charges into Handheld Supernova and Suppressor and Void Wall. So these are all Handheld Supernova. The Controverse Hold exotic for the Warlock will now give Weaken. It automatically gives Weaken, and most of these grenades, in fact, Scatter and Axiom Bolt, have significantly more recharge for grenades when you get kills with them when they're charged with that exotic. So that's pretty juicy. Stasis, Glacial Harvest. Stasis Shard creation no longer has a cooldown in PvE. Okay, so for Titans, unfortunately, I don't see a new passive trait for the Titan. What the heck? I see one for the Hunter. What is this favoritism? What is this favoritism, Bungie? Hollow the Storm now grants 2 melee charges. Charged Stasis Crystals spawn pattern and added 4 more crystals. Now slows enemy players instead of freezing them. That's kind of saucy, dude. Like 2 melee charges. Cryoclasm, sorry. Increased fragment slots from 2 to 3. Reduce the long slide cooldown from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. Tectonic Harvest. Stasis Shard creation no longer has a cooldown in PvE. For Void, Unbreakable. Reduce grenade energy drain speed when holding shield. They've reduced the forward movement slowdown when the shield is held by an attack. Increase fragment slots from 2 to 3. Blast now disorients enemies for a short time. Bastion no longer increases the cooldown in PvE. That's probably the most important one. Bastion Overshield, the problem was that it just took forever to cool down. It's a pretty darn good aspect, sorry. All right, for the Hunter, new passive trait. Increase the passive movement speed bonus. This is now equivalent to the old tier 10 mobility. Are you saying that Hunters just get 10 mobility all the time just for playing them? That is insane. Where is the Titan passive, dude? As a Titan main, what the hell is this? Increased Hunter default sprint speed from 8 meters per second to 8.6. Hunters now have 10% bonus to weapon equip speed. In general, Marksman Dodge now picks up nearby ammo bricks on activation, now reloads all weapons on activation. Strand, Suspending Titan, no longer increases cooldown duration after use. Bending enemies with Suspending Slam now gives Woven Mail. Bro, this is going to be insane for PvP. Like, oh my god. Duration scales with the number of enemies suspended. Solar, on your mark. Rescaled the stack count to add a maximum of 10 stacks. Precision hits give 1 stack. Precision final blows give 2 stacks. Final blows at 10 stacks cure the player. Precision final blows at 10 stacks no longer give you radiant. There's a lot of ways to get radiant, so that's fine. Stacks of on your mark now give weapon stat. Max is 50 weapon stat at 10 stacks. Still grants previous reload benefit, so massive on your mark buffs there. Golden Gun, Deadshot. Refunds ammo on Golden Gun final blows instead of on ignitions. Now extends super duration on final blows. Energy diminishes with final blows. So now it's like a massive roaming super. That's actually crazy. Grim Harvest no longer has a cooldown to make shards. Wow. We mentioned a few other buffs, changes that we're exploring. We're gonna walk through the design space. Guys, those are some really, really, really saucy changes there. I can't believe the passives, man. You just always get 10 mobility, the equivalent of 10 mobility for just logging onto Warlock, playing Warlock at all, Hunter at all times. Like, oh my goodness. Where's the Titan passive, dude? New Trials weapon to earn this week. So tomorrow is the ever-burning Glitz, which is a kinetic weapon. The ever-burning Glitz is a kinetic weapon. Bungie, what are you doing? Rapid-fire auto rifle, along with the reprised Burden of Guilt, still a stasis adaptive frame fusion rifle. Be warned, the map this week is Rusted Lands. Be careful around the corners. Don't push, blah, blah, blah. All right, Iron Banner coming back next week. So this upcoming Tuesday weekly reset, armor set right here, you guys can see. But the important thing, guys, is that you actually have armor perks this time. So before I get to that, I do want to say in this iteration, Iron Banner is a 1-week event with its own event home. That means it has a reward shop, an exclusive reward pass with an emblem, shader, weapons, and more to earn, as well as the renewed title to unlock and guild. Play Iron Banner to earn experience to progress your rewards pass. So it's like every other kind of event going on in Destiny. So here's the armor set. 2-piece Vigilance Watch. As your health gets lower, your weapons going increase stability and handling. I think they meant to say gain. Weapon final blows while your shields are depleted heal you. Depending on how much the heal is, that sounds incredibly good. Iron Conviction is the 4-piece. When your shields become broken, you gain increased ammo generation, flinch resistance, and damage resistance against nearby combatants for a short time. Final blows extend this effect. This sounds great in PvE, honestly, like healing for final blows and DR when your shields go away. Along with new armor, Iron Banner matches have a chance to reward returning weapon, the Finite Impactor, and adaptive solar hand cannon with some interesting perks, guys. Along with it, the Phonotria Farah Spreadshot hand cannon and the Ribbon Tail can be earned as post-match rewards. So the stuff from Arms Week is back in here. Interesting. I might hop on for a little bit Iron Banner. That armor set does sound good. It really depends on like how are you going to be getting tier 5 stuff for any ways other than just leveling? Like, do you have to be 500 level to get the tier 5s? Or if you do really well in a match, if you mercy another team something, if you get tier 5s, that could be really saucy. A new comp emblem, you guys can see it right here. Looks very cool. Bungie Bounty for Good is back. You can see the information right here. Returns on September 18th, and that's what you get, guys. Known issues list. That's a little bit of a short list, Bungie. Yeah, I know there's some more stuff on there. Some exotic armors are displaying an incorrect stat instead of its power level. Just visual bug. Yeah, my Starfire protocol was like 9+. I was like, what the hell? Rewards earned for completing the Fallen Saber Grandmaster Conquest are going directly to Postmaster. We've identified the issue where ability cooldowns are not working as intended. Nothing about the Sturm doing like making you do like 4x more damage here, dude. Well, there you go. Overall, this kind of does seem cool. I'm not gonna lie, that like these warlock changes, being able to really spec into these the friends build, the turrets build, like having those be impacted by your grenade stat, that's going to matter quite a bit, guys. And these passives are really blowing my mind. I didn't expect that. It's sad that every single time we do a TWAB, we have these emergency changes because the leveling system is so broken right now. But I really hope they can get these in the game as soon as possible. That is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. Once again, I'm live right now streaming Borderlands 4, twitch.tv/KakisHD. I'll make sure to link that in the description down below, so hope you stop on by. If you want to see more Destiny 2 or Borderlands content, let me know in the comment section. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKakis. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.